Hi, I'm Maria from Crochet A to Z and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button. If you have, thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here, and don't forget to subscribe because there are a lot more tutorials coming your way and they're really great. So please join me in future tutorials by subscribing. So this is a stitch that I want to show you how to make. It's lightly textured, it's really pretty, and it's really easy. And it's called the crossover stitch. And this is a crossover, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make this and how easy it is to make this. What I used was a Karen yarn for this particular one. It's Karen Simply Soft Party, and it is Platinum Sparkle. It's a medium 4-weight yarn, and it's 99% acrylic and 1% metallic, and I really love this yarn. This is one of my go-to yarns. I use this yarn quite a bit. Now what I did when I made this is I used, and this is the hook that I used, and it's an H hook, and what I did here was I'm making a scarf. And you have to make anything that you make in this stitch, you have to do multiples of 4. 4 plus 4 plus 4 until you get to your desired length and width, I should say. And then after you get to that, you have to add a 1. So it's 4 plus 4 plus 4, then 1. And this is, like I said, a scarf that I'm making, and I really love this yarn. So if you want to make the scarf, that's what I did. So tonight I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful stitch. And what I did was I am using, for this tutorial, I'm using Landscapes by Lion Brand. And this is another beautiful yarn. It's 100% acrylic, and it is another medium weight yarn. And I love this yarn. This is called Apple Orchard. And it's a very vibrant color yarn, and I want to show you how easy it is to make this stitch. So what I did, for the sake of time, for this tutorial, I crocheted 25. So again, 4 plus 4 plus 4, and then whatever the width, and then you add 1. Now this is your working chain. These are your chains. They're V's. This is your slip knot, not a chain. This is your working chain. It's not considered as a counted chain for anybody that's new to crochet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and I go slow in case you're following me, and I am using a K hook for this particular yarn. And you're going to go 1, 2, and you're going to make a single crochet. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a single crochet right to the end. I have tutorials on how to make single crochets, how to make all kinds of stitches if you want to check out the tutorials. But for anybody that hasn't crocheted, this is a single crochet. This is what it looks like when it's done. And what you have to do is you go into the chain, you pull up a loop, you yarn over, pull through 2. Go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And this is how you make your single crochets. Now, I want to mention also that this is a two rows. So what you do is you're going to do single crochets, and then you're going to do the next bunch of rows. And this is all that this requires. So what I'm saying is that it's a 2-row repeat, and it's really simple. If you miss something, you're gonna know. But it is a 2-row repeat, and one of the repeats is just single crochets. And if you miss making the single crochet, you're going to know, and I'm going to explain to you how you're going to know. For anybody that's new especially. And you'll pull it out, and you'll make your single crochets, and you'll move on. So it's not to worry. That's what you're going to do. So you're going to go right to the end, and you're going to make your single crochets. So now once you have your single crochets, this is what it looks like. And you're going to see right here, there's single crochets here, and then there's your next row. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. So now you made your singles, and now what you're going to do is you're going to, I want you to be able to see that as well. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. Once you chain 3, you're going to turn your work, and this chain 3 is considered a double crochet. You do not chain back into that spot. You yarn over, and you're going to put a double crochet in the next chain. There you go. Now you're going to skip a chain right here, and you're going to go into the next, and you're going to do 3 double crochets in those next 3 chains. And I wanted to use this yarn because of the coloration change, and you'll be able to get an idea of what it looks like in the different colors. And I thought that it was pretty neat. So now you did 2 double crochets, you skipped a stitch right there, and you did 3 double crochets in the next 3 chains. Now you're going to yarn over, and this is your crossover stitch. You're going to yarn over, you're going to go into that skipped stitch. So I'm going to show you right there. You're going to go right in there, and I want you to see the back. You're going to pull that stitch and pull it right up, and you're going to make it loose enough so that you can, and there it is, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Just like a double crochet, only you're making your crossover stitch. Now you got to look at this really good, because there's a stitch there, so you're not going to go in there. You're going to go into your next empty. This is your empty. There's nothing there. You're going to skip this. You're not going to go into this because there's already one there. You're going to skip another stitch, and you're going to make another 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches, or the next 3 chains. So there's another one, and there are 3 more. There's your spot where you skipped. You're going to yarn over, you're going to go right in there again. I want you to see this, you're going to grab that with your hook, you're going to pull that up, you're going to pull it up enough so that you can, there it is, you're going to yarn over, you're going to pull through 2, you're going to yarn over, you're going to pull through 2 more. And we're going to keep doing this. That's got something in it. There's your, so you're going to skip that one. You're going to go into the next one. And I like to go slow so that you can see what I'm doing. And you're going to go, and you're going to do 3 double crochets. Okay. Then once you do that, you're going to yarn over. You're going to go into the stitch that you skipped. You're going to go right in there. You're going to pull that through, and you're going to pull it up, and you're going to make sure that it's loose enough for you to, you're going to go through 2, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go through 2 more. See how pretty that is? And once you see the coloration change, you're really going to be like, oh yes. So see, there's a stitch there. You're not going to go in there. You're going to skip that one. You're going to go into the next one. You're going to make 3 more double crochets. And you're going to make your double crochet crossover stitch. You're going to yarn over. You're going to go into that skip stitch. You're going to go right in there. You're going to pull that up. You're going to bring it up so that it's loose enough. You're going to yarn over. You're going to pull through 2. You're going to yarn over. You're going to pull through 2. Now, we're going to do it again. You have a stitch there, so you're not going there. You're going into the next. See the next one? That's where you're not going to go in because you're going to skip that. You're going to go into the next one after that, and you're going to do 1, 2, 3 double crochets. I want you to see. Okay, then you're going to yarn over. You're going to go into that empty spot. You're going to go right in there. You're going to pull this up, yarn over, and you're going to make sure that it's, you know, not too tight. Going to pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more. Now, you have 3 stitches left. So you're going to skip a stitch, and you're going to go in there, and you're going to make 2 double crochets. And what I mentioned was that you're going to begin, or what I want to mention is, you're going to begin with 2 double crochets. You're going to end with 2 double crochets. So you're going to skip a stitch in between, and then you're going to do your double crochets in the last 2 stitches. You'll have 3 stitches left. You're going to yarn over. After you do that, you always, I'm going to show you your double crochet. In case you're new, yarn over, go into that stitch. Sometimes it's hard. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now, this is our next thing that we're going to do, and there's your skipped stitch. So you're going to chain 1. So now we're going to start our repeat. You're going to turn your work around. You're going to go into that first, let me show you. You are going to go in there because you only chained 1. You're going to go in there and you're going to do a single crochet. And you're going to do single crochets. So let me show you. When you do your chain 1, I'm going to show you because I like to, I'm visual, so I like to let you see this. Because like I said, this is your 2-row repeat now. So you're going to do chain 1. That does not count as a stitch, not like your chain 3s did. I want to mention that because that's important. So now you're going to go in here. You're going to pull up a loop. And you're going to make your single crochets right across into every stitch. Now, if you miss the single crochet, it's going to make a difference. And the difference is going to be that when you make your stitches, they're going to, instead of going this way, they're going to go this way because you did not do your single crochet. Instead of going this way, your stitches will go the opposite way. So that's how you know that you forgot a step. I like to mention that as well. It's always nice to know these little tricks so that when you're doing it and something happens, you're like, well, how did that happen? So now you know that that's how it happened. And it's an easy fix because all you have to do is pull out what you did and put your single crochets in. So it's like little things like that that is easy to remedy. And if I know that that happened, then I can tell you and you can fix it. Everybody makes mistakes. The nice thing is that we can fix them. So no worries. So we're going to just go in every stitch and make a single crochets. And like I said, this is a 2-row repeat. And the front and the back look exactly the same. And I wanted to mention that as well, that your front and your back will look exactly the same. So there. So now, see the change in color? See the other side? They look exactly the same. So now that you did your single crochets, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to turn your work around. Unlike your single crochet, your chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet. You don't go in there. So now you're going to do another double crochet in here, the next spot. Now you're going to notice that you're going to start doing, there's a skip, you're going to make your 3 double crochets. 1, 2, see it? And 3. So I wanted to do this yarn also because it's very vibrant, but then you can see what it looks like in a color change. So now that you did that, you're going to yarn over and you're going to go into that skipped spot and you're going to go in there and you're going to pull this up through there. So I'll show you again, because this is great to be able to see. And you hold this the way you feel comfortable. If you want to put it sideways, if that's easier for you, if you want to hold it like this, whatever way makes it comfortable for you to gather what you need to. So you go into that spot, you pull this right up, and you pull enough so that it does it nice and loosely for you. You chain through, you go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. And so now this is going to become easier. There's a spot there that's already taken. This is going to be where you skip. Then you're going to yarn over because you're going to make a double crochet. You're going to make 1, you're going to make 2, you're going to make 3. You're going to yarn over, and once again, you're going to go into that empty spot. You're going to go right in there. I want you to be able to see this. You're going to grab this, pull it forward, loosen it up enough so that you can, and you can even put your thumb on there to kind of guide it. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. and move on. You're going to skip. There's already something there. You're going to skip that one. You're going to go to the next one. You're going to get so used to doing this because what's going to happen is by this row, you'll be able to see that you have a spot that's already taken, that you finished your 3. You'll be able to tell that there's an empty spot that you're going to use, and you'll be able to see that this is where your 3 double crochets go. Yarn over, go right into this empty spot, right here, pull that right up, make it loose enough so that it's, and then just yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I'm stressing that because if you don't pull this loose enough, what's going to happen is this is going to gather like this. So you don't want it bunched. You want it loose enough so that it looks good. So now there, it's a stitch right there. This is the spot that you skip. See that? And then you go right in here and you do your double crochets. And see how nice when you see the different colors, that you can see how it looks in the different colors. Now yarn over, you're going to go back into that spot, you're going to pull this up, you're going to make it loose enough, you're going to pull through 2, you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and we move on. Yarn over, that spot is taken, there you go, there's the empty spot, you're going to leave that there, and you're going to make 3 more double crochets. This is going to be so easy once you get going that you're going to know exactly what you're going to do. Yarn over, there's your empty spot, you're going to go in there, you're going to pull this up, you're going to, if you want, you can hold that, yarn over again. Now you're going to skip that one spot and you're going to go into those 2 double crochets. So I want you to see them. You're going to go into 1, and the other one's a little bit smaller. Sometimes they're hard to, and that's okay. You can go right in there. Make your 1 double crochet. Always begin and end with 2 double crochets. Here's that other double crochet. You're going to go right in there. Sometimes it's hard depending on how you crochet. You skip 1 and then you do your 2. Chain 1. You're going back to your single crochets. And see how pretty those look? Look how nice. Look at the colors. So you're going to chain 1, then you're going to go right back in here and do a single crochet, and you're going to do your single crochets right across. And this is what I mean. It's a 2-row repeat. So it's a 2-row repeat. So it's your row of single crochets, and the second row is your row of double crochets and double crochet crossover stitch. And that's how you do this. And that's how easy it is. Once you get this row in place, actually this row, once you get that row in place, those next rows will just like be secondary. You'll know right away where you've got to go and what you've got to do, and it'll be easy for you to just go glide in and out. And you'll be able to watch TV and make this. You really will. And this is a nice, if you want to make a scarf out of it, this is a nice carry with you everywhere kind of thing. I just happen to love this stitch in a scarf, and that's why I'm making in a scarf. You can make Afghans with this. You can make baby Afghans, lapkans. You can make tops with this. You can make hats with it. You can make boot cuffs with it. You can make a lot of things with this stitch. This stitch is very versatile. And it's just so pretty that it looks like it's so hard to make, and it really isn't. So this is one of those, it's like, oh man, that's a hard stitch to make, but it really isn't. So now you're going to go into those 2 double crochets below. It's going to be like second nature to you. Okay, I'm like, oh wow, this is really easy. So now you had your single crochets, your crossover, your single crochets, your crossover row, your single crochets. Now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to turn it around. That counts as a double crochet. You don't go into that spot. And we start again into the next spot. You're going to do another double crochet. You'll begin with a double crochet. You end with 2 double crochets. And everything else in the middle is your crossover stitches. So here's that's the one that you're going to skip, because you have to skip one. And now you're going to start making your 3. So that's the way this is made. And like I said, it's a 2-row repeat. And once you have the foundation rows done, those 2 foundation rows done, then it's second nature. You yarn over. You know you're going to go right into that empty spot. You're going to go right in there. And like I said, hold this whatever way makes you comfortable. Pull this right up. And you're going to make sure that it's loose enough. You're going to yarn over. You're going to pull through 2. You're going to yarn over and pull through 2 more. And you're going to keep doing this right across. There is your last stitch. This is your stitch that you skip. You go back in here and you do your double crochets. Yarn over, go into your skipped stitch, pull this up. You can put your hands on there if you want. Yeah, go right over, yarn over, pull through 2. So, and see how it's pretty it is as the color changes? Look at the way it just looks. So yarn over. That's the last stitch you put into. This is your empty stitch that you skip. You're going to go into the next one and you're going to put 3 double crochets across. And you can see the versatility of this once you see the way the color changes come in. Look how pretty that is. Yarn over, go right into that empty where that is. And I'd like for you to see, pull up that loop. That is your double crochet crossover. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And we move on. You got a stitch in there. You're going to skip that one. You're going to go into the next one and you're going to do your double crochet. And look at the vibrant colors that are coming through with this yarn. It's just like, this is so pretty. I actually think I'm going to make something with this stitch and this yarn as well. So there you go again. Yarn over. Going to go into that empty spot. Pull that right up. Put your finger right there if you want. Yarn over and make sure you pull it enough so that it doesn't make the stitch too tight. Yarn over, pull through again, beautiful. Yarn over, that's already taken. That's the spot that you skip. You're going to go into this one, and you're going to do your 3 double crochets. This is just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous stitch. I am in love with this stitch too. I'm in love with all of the stitches. Yarn over. There's your empty spot. You're going to go right in there. See that right there? You're going to pull that right up. And you don't have to turn that over. I'm just showing you what it looks like. And go through 2. Yarn over. You can put your finger right on there so to keep it in place. Yarn over, go through 2. Look at it. Isn't that gorgeous? Now you're going to skip one, and then you're going to do your 2 double crochets at the end. Going to go into the next one. Do your 2 double crochets. That last double crochet could be one that you could maybe think might skip, but you'll go right in and you'll get it, and you'll be able to tell that you didn't do it, because you always begin and end with 2 double crochets. Now what you're going to do is, because you did the second row, because this is considered the second row, your first row is your single crochets. Now you're going to yarn over and chain 1, because now you're going to do your single crochets. So what happens? You're going to do a single crochet, chain 1, and you're going to do a single crochet right here. You're not going to skip that, because that single crochet counts as nothing, or the chain 1, I should say, counts as nothing. This counts. Your single crochet counts. So when you're going to do your single crochets after you've done this row, you're going to chain 1. That chain 1 counts as nothing. It's not like the 3 chains. This counts as nothing. You turn this around, and you're going to do your single crochet, and then you'll do your single crochets right across once again. So let me show you. Single crochets, and you do go into that first one, and you'll do your single crochets right across. If you make a mistake, and I'm going to show you something very interesting so that you know what I mean. If you forget to do this row, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, because I like to, I'm visual, and I like to explain to you, so that if you should forget, say you forget that row of single crochets and you start doing this. So say you chain 3 and you turn it around, and then you do another, so that's a double crochet. You do another double crochet here. I'm going to show you what happens. So now you skip that, and say you forgot your single crochets. So I'm going to show you what happens. And you're going to say, okay, I'm going to do my crossover. Okay. So you're going to go into that. I'm going to pull that right up. See how it's changed? This is going this way. That one's going that way. That's why I said you're going to know if you skipped your row of single crochets, because it's going the opposite way. So you just pull it out. You turn it around. You chain 1. Doesn't count as anything. You turn it around. You do your single crochet. And that's what you continue to do right to the end. And then you go to your next row, and your next row will be your double crochet crossover stitch. And this is what you'll do until you get to your desired length. So I wanted to show you this really, really beautiful stitch. I think it's beautiful but easy stitch to make. And I wanted to show it to you slow enough so you could watch and do it if you were doing it and crocheting along with me. Because I like to do that. I don't like to rush through these because I know I'm visual. I like to see it. And when I want to see it, I don't want to blur in front of me. I want to be able to see what I've got to do and what my next step is. So if you see, I'm single crocheting. And I'll show you this right to the end. And look at the beautiful, now it's changing and it's going from the greens to now a beautiful vibrant blue. And you'll just, this stitch will pop in any yarn that you use. It's just, that's how beautiful this stitch is. So you did your singles, you chain 1, 2, 3. Every time you start this row, you will chain 3. That will count as a double crochet. You will turn it around. You will put nothing there. You will yarn over. You will go into that stitch, next stitch, and you will do another double crochet because you begin and end with a double crochet. That next stitch you will be skipping. You will yarn over and you will do 3 double crochets, then you will yarn over, you will go into that skip stitch, hold it whatever way you want, you're going to pull that right up, you're going to hold that in place, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and there it is again. So this is the stitch that I wanted to show you. Again, it is called the crossover stitch. It's actually the double crochet crossover stitch. I wanted to show you it in this vibrant yarn as well as this vibrant yarn, pretty yarn as well, in the sparkle, the metallic. And like I said, you can make it in anything you want. It's a nice textured stitch. So this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please press the like button. And also, please don't forget to subscribe. I have so much more coming up to show you, and I can't wait to share them with you. So thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.